welcome up. Thank you. Over to you.
Good morning, everyone. I prepared an opening speech. So, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Malta and Valletta. It is an honor to welcome you to Valletta for the Chain of Blocks Summit. This summit stands as a platform to innovation, bringing together people, decision makers, professionals, and stakeholders to share knowledge and shape the future of blockchain. And it is most fitting that this gathering is taking place here in Valletta, a historic city that has long served as a bridge between nations, cultures, and ideas. For centuries, Valletta has been a meeting point of civilizations where tradition blends with progress and the Mediterranean spirit thrives. Valletta is a living crossroads of history, culture, and innovation. And as a mayor, I am proud to call it home. Valletta is not only the political, business, and cultural heart of Malta, but also it's a UNESCO World Heritage City, home to treasures of art, architecture, and history. Next year, Valletta will proudly mark the 460th anniversary of its foundation, a milestone that reminds us of its legacy as a fortress of resilience, a hub of trade and diplomacy, and a jewel of the Mediterranean culture. Today, we extend a warm welcome to each one of you in our capital city, a place where heritage and innovation go hand in hand. As we look to the future, Malta's long-term strategy, the government's Malta Envision 2050, offers a clear framework. It calls for a nation that is resilient, innovative, and sustainable, where technology is harnessed not just for growth, but to improve quality of life. Digital transformation, artificial intelligence, and technology like blockchain is a central enabler of this vision, ensuring transparency, traceability, and inclusivity in the way we collaborate. This technology is about creating opportunities, faster services, trust, and new ways for people and businesses to connect and work together. It opens the door for innovation, growth, and collaboration across every part of our society. By bringing the Chain of Blocks Summit here to Valletta, we are aligning with the national commitment to build a country that is inspired by its heritage, yet driven by progress, ensuring that future generations inherit a Malta that is dynamic, competitive, and full of opportunities. This summit is not only a platform for dialogue, but also a catalyst of collaboration, where ideas can transform into solutions that benefit both the industry and communities. Malta is committed to fostering innovation while ensuring that technology remains accessible, inclusive, and sustainable. Malta has always been at the forefront of progress. Today, it becomes the stage for technological innovation. The Chain of Blocks Summit will showcase new developments, inspire fresh ideas that will play a major role in our community in the years ahead. Our message is clear: innovation and collaboration can thrive together, building a better tomorrow for all. Merħba fil-Belt Valletta, Belt il-Kultura, l-Istorja u l-Futur. This was a Maltese. Welcome to Malta and Valletta. Thank you.
Fantastic, thank you, Olaf. So next Next, I'd like to warm welcome, and we're honoured to announce that Xaman, founder of the XRPL Labs, creators of the Xaman wallet, will take on the Chain of Blocks Summit stage for a talk on non-extinct dinosaurs. Visa will share a fresh perspective on the XRP ledger, the world's second ever blockchain, still thriving today. His talk will explore the evolution of the XRPL, the unique relevance in 2025, and how Zahao and smart contracts mark the next step in this remarkable journey. Welcome, Visa.
Right. I think, can you hear me in the back? If I speak like this? Yes, I do. So, thanks everyone for being here. Quick check before I start, not that it's relevant to the presentation, not really. Who here considers himself part of the XRPL ecosystem? And who in the room didn't really work with the XRPL before, but did, for example, use Bitcoin, EVM, ecosystems. Right, so there's some new people to, the XRPL is new to some of you, I guess, a few of you. Anyway, non-extinct dinosaurs. I'm Wietse, at Wietsewind on Twitter, very Dutch name, very easy to mistype. And I'm going to start to go through, let's go back 65 million years, where we have dinosaurs, and then at some point there was a mass extinction event, right? Most of the species vanished, and it wasn't really the end of dinosaurs. Plot twist, some survived, some are still thriving. If there was a very old person in the room, I can say that some are still in the room today. Not only young people here. You might get that at blockchain events. And there are still some dinosaurs around us, living fossils, you could say. We still have crocodiles. They're considered dinosaurs. We still have sharks. There are still crabs, horseshoe crabs around. And actually every bird is a direct descendant of dinosaurs. So they didn't really all go extinct. They're still here today. What does it have to do with blockchain, right? Well, there are actually some parallels between what happened 65 million years ago, where dinosaurs went extinct, except for a few, and what is happening in the blockchain space, or is about to happen in the blockchain space. Some of the blockchains could be considered dinosaurs today, and I think the XRPL could be considered a blockchain dinosaur. It's been around almost since like the first day, the inception of today's blockchain technology, but it's still going strong. So why did some species survive? I think because they're very good at what they do, and they do one thing really, really well. And they're very stable, but it doesn't mean that they're doing nothing at all, that they're not evolving, right? So they can evolve, but they only evolve when absolutely necessary, relevant, and in a very efficient way. The original design was really good, which made them survive while others went extinct. And it's actually a small evolution over time that they go through, instead of a revolution or maybe extinction and then some new species. So very, very small iterations over a longer period of time. Core design stays the same. Still does this one thing really, really well, or a couple of things. And you get new innovations on top, or maybe even side chains or experimental developments around them, next to them, but the original will stay around. And that's actually very fitting, very suiting for the XRPL, where if you look at the XRPL protocol, and the way blockchain space talks about it, you will hear things like it's old technology, right? It doesn't do this or it doesn't do that. But that's fine, because if you look at when the XRPL was created, 2012, and if you look at how fast software development evolves, and if you look at how many networks are out there right now, it's fair to question how relevant old technology in this space can be. Maybe that's a feature, right? So today we have over 10,000 blockchains. Give me any vertical, any business idea, and there will be a blockchain dedicated to that vertical. And most of them won't survive, actually, because it's not viable for 10,000 blockchains to survive, to be developed. And they are replaceable. Just the sheer fact that they exist means that there's going to be someone else that tries to replace it very soon with new technology. But if the core design is really good, and if the technology is really good at only a couple of things, maybe it survives for 65 million years, I don't know. So the XRPL today, still relevant, and it still has an edge over many other networks. Those familiar with the XRPL will know that transaction formats are very easy to read, even if you dig down deeper into the protocol. It's very, very simple to understand what's happening. And it doesn't have smart contracts. Well, basically everything the XRPL does natively would be a smart contract elsewhere. So in a way, it does. If you need more composability, there are features today, there are other networks that exist today, built on this same protocol, evolving, not a revolution. So the fact that we're here today, most of us, actually based on the figures, familiar with the XRPL protocol, actually proves that if in this space, if the core technology, the core design is right, and if the technology found its niche, that it will live on. And as a developer, if I'm building something today, if I would start to build something today, if I would build a business on top of technology, I would pick a technology that survived and is about to survive and will survive and will be around for another 10 or 20 years. Right? So some of the things for those who are not familiar with the XRPL protocol, there's a native decentralized exchange on the network. Still very relevant, still very easy to use, much easier than on many other networks. You can see this payment channels, issue currencies, everything native feature. And what's happening right now is very interesting. We're seeing a lot of new amendments on the XRP ledger, expanding bit by bit the core technology, and you can see other networks spin off as well, with more drastic changes, but still in the spirit of the same model. One of the things very interesting to look at if you are not familiar with the XRPL, but you're going to dip your toes into it anyway, but you need smart contract technology, is hooks. There are very efficient smart contracts that actually build on top of the XRPL protocol. This is the Xaman network. And the core technology is still the same, but new possibilities, which hopefully will all cross-pollinate over time into the same protocol. Look it up if you want to build on it, or hit me up on around here today. It's very easy to develop on. We should do a hackathon someday. And the one most striking thing with the XRPL and XRPL protocol is that it's very unknown, and so it is very unloved in the blockchain space. People call it not a blockchain, bullshit, obviously. It just does things differently. And I think if you look back 65 or even 400 million years, that doing things differently isn't necessarily bad, it's actually very good. It's very strong. We just need to educate people and each other and show them why it's actually the right technology to build on. If you want to get in touch and follow each of these accounts, I'm a very easy man to reach. Or just go for the right account and send me a message or hit me up today. Thank you.
Thank you, Victor. Oops, sorry, my apologies. Next, I would like to introduce one of my favorites, Robert Kiru from XRPL Labs. He's also the COO of Xaman. Today he's going to talk on stage for us about Xaman in numbers. So what is Xaman? And he's going to dive into the user account numbers, security, X apps, and for the builders, and beyond. So welcome, Robert.
Hello everybody, I hope you can hear me in the back. So Lisa spoke about real dinosaurs. I'm speaking about another dinosaur in the XRPL ecosystem, the Xaman wallet. It's a self-custodial wallet used by a majority of the users. I assume most of you who are familiar with XRPL also have heard or are a user. And so let's dive into it. The title of my speech is Xaman in numbers, so I will give you an overview of what being the leading self-custodial wallet actually looks like, what our user count is, so just dive into some statistics. So what Xaman does, it offers you the XRP Ledger ecosystem and the Sahao ecosystem in your pocket. It's a mobile-only wallet, which is not unpopular per se, but a lot of the crypto audience is used to extension wallets, but we've determined that's not safe enough for our use case and for the experience that we're trying to provide our users. It's also the philosophy behind being phone only is because your phone is a personal item, it's with you. Let's say you're an avid user of extension wallets, your laptop might not always be with you. Xaman provides self-custody at scale. We have over a million users who are self-custodying their assets, which is an achievement. They literally control their assets, they have their keys, it's their crypto, there is no exchange, there is no counterpart that can block you from making transactions, etc. As I mentioned, we have over 1 million users, and there are thousands of builders who have built or are building using Xaman or the technology that we created. And it has been the default wallet for the XRPL for over half a decade, which in crypto terms is giving up to a dinosaur.
Eternity.
So, adoption snapshot. This is the last 12 months. You see the active user count, you see sessions, so that's a click within that, and you see new users. Most of you can see a very big spike there. That's where the, let's just call it crypto winter 2.0 ended. And, well, you see the result yourself. And then the dotted line is the 12 months before these 12 months. So it's safe to say that the ecosystem is growing with us. Here's number 2. So you get the geographical understanding of where most of our users are from, and you can actually base where most of the self-custodial users using the XRPL are also from. So the majority is from the States. Then we have the UK. We have a very big presence in the Southeast Asia region, and I think we have users from every single country in the world.
Except for North Korea.
Exactly. And I think there's even somebody from Antarctica. Yeah, probably an explorer. So, now these numbers are very big by any standard in crypto, especially considering that it's a self-custodial wallet, so the setup process can be fairly tedious. People are writing down rows of numbers, which are their secret keys. So creating a wallet is, like properly creating your own self-custodial experience is not like a 3-second thing, as it is with extension wallets and times. So, how have we reached those numbers? Zero security breaches since launch, so better half of the decade. Security has been at the core of Xaman since day one, which is also why there are certain features that are not very popular, especially to the audience coming from other wallets or other wallet-like experiences. But security is our bread and butter, and that's what we do, and that's the key to our success. We have world-class schema support. I would honestly say that we have the best support in all of crypto. There is no AI chatbot answers. It's, as he told me here, I think 2 or 3 years ago in the Netherlands at XRPL Apex. He also had a presentation about our support experience. I think they called it the gourmet burger, in a sense that every single ticket gets a custom tailored approach to it. They're speaking with a real human, a real expert on the XRPL, so any real issues get solved. So last 12 months, we have had 18,000 support tickets, and 99.6% of them have been closed within 24 hours, which is, if you go by any support standards, is an insane metric. The third reason why we've reached these numbers is that someone just works. That's the baseline. It just works. It might be a bit tedious to set up, it might be a bit complex to learn at times, but when you need it, it's there. And transparency and openness is a big one. Our team is very active on social media as well, answering popular questions, unpopular questions. If you really need help or you're looking to get an answer to a question, then most likely we'll be there answering. which is also something that the space needs more of, especially transparency. And then on the topic of trust and reliability and security, Xaman cards. So for those users who are extremely security averse, and the mobile wallet is not enough for them, we also offer a custom-made cold wallet solution. So you'll see them later. There's a few around here. It's literally a card that has an NFC chip in it, and the keys are on the card. They never leave the card. You cannot extract them from the card. We have optimized them for XRPL, so we offer our users a full suite. So you can have your mobile wallet. If you want to take your security to the next level, you can also have a gold wallet. The ecosystem impact, as I said, we've shaped out to be the default wallet for the ecosystem, and that comes with great responsibility. We have shaped out to be the default signing and signing, so transaction signing solution for all XRPL projects. You can see a few logos here. Then we offer XApps, which in crypto terminology is decentralized apps or DApps in other ecosystems, XApps for Xaman apps. And we provide an all-in-one experience. So everything that the XRPL offers, no matter how technical, you can do it with Xaman. It's a feature-complete wallet, meaning every single feature that the XRPL has is supported, which is not the case for other wallets. Talking about XApps, here's the open count for the top 5 from the previous 12 months. So account worth, it's very simple, it's built by us. It allows the users to see the value of their account. The DEX trade, as Vincent mentioned, the XRPL has the oldest DEX in the game, and people are using it a lot. Then there's X2 Market and Magnetic, which are DeFi interfaces that allow the users to interact with different DeFi stuff, such as the AMM on the XRP ledger, and then account activations for first-time users. Now it's very important to give a little bit of context to this number. This is only the top 5. In reality, in the last 12 months, I think 255 XApps have been opened. There's around 26 of them that have been opened more than 50,000 times. So this really gives a window or a view to how significant the impact on the ecosystem is. Also, another key pillar for our success is that Xaman is built for builders and by builders. We have a lot of developer content because, well, that's what XRPL is about. We need developers to build different solutions and to use the ledger. We have over 9 hours of in-depth YouTube narrated tutorials that explain how to use the ledger. We have a knowledge base that has just so much knowledge about the XRPL and about Xaman. As I mentioned earlier, we're feature complete, which is very important because you have a lot of builders that are interested in a specific feature or a new amendment. They want to build their product around it, and if there's no wallets supporting that feature, then there's nothing to build. But we support all of the features. Then we have very good SDKs, documentation, and very important stable infrastructure. To give a little context again, the SUM, so the Xaman SDK, which allows builders to basically build using the wallet, is downloaded around 3,500 times every single week. So what's next for Xaman? Very shortly, it will be adding support for credentials, then a big and somewhat teased online but not fully announced yet is that there will be a feature that will allow sending tokens without trust lines, that's utilizing checks. Then later on it's batch transactions at scale, a new website, and more Xaman cards, maybe more designs. You will see Xaman cards here with the Bitcoin design, and we'll see them with the Zahao design, the Xaman design. So yeah, we have a busy roadmap ahead of us. And that's everything from me. Thank you.
So next we're excited to welcome Vyacheslav Bakasheve. He is the CEO of BitHomp. He's going to be coming up on the Chain of Blocks Summit stage for a talk on practical XRPL. So we know him and love him as Slav. So Slav will walk us through practical XRPL tools that help developers build and test faster, while giving everyday users simple ways to search, explore their data. As part of the team at BitHomp, the go-to XRPL ledger explorer since 2015, Slav helps empower the community with user-friendly access to balances, transactions, NFTs, tokens, escrows, and more. BitHomp began as a hobby project and grew into a full-time mission, driven by community support and the goal of making the XRPL ecosystem more accessible to everyone. Welcome, Slav.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Nice to see you all here. So, we've been around for 10 years in the XRPL community, and first we started with the Explorer, so people can easily see transactions, they can easily see what assets they hold, tokens, what the price for them, and we also showed information for the validators, for amendments, and basically different statistics on XRPL. But today I want to talk more about how we should all try and explore the ledger in general, so we can try and test different things for users and for the builders. So this is our website, if someone haven't seen it yet. So you can scan the QR code and you will go to the BitHomp. I'll give you like 5 seconds. Okay. So it's like back in 2015, 2016, we created a software called BitHomp Tools, where you can try and test different features on XRPL, like creating escrows. You can check the pathfinding, like sending tokens, and change different settings on your account. Now we do it updated. So now we do it on the website, on our new website, and now you can connect with different wallets and do it with a Xaman wallet, or you can do it with a Ledger wallet and many other wallets we support. So we just welcome everyone to try the things, because first of all, you don't need to try it with your real funds. You can try on testnet. And for example, Xaman wallet is supporting the development mode, and you can change the XRPL to XRPL testnet, XRPL devnet. And on our website, if you go into the services, the first link is the poster, where you can get a free testnet XRPL to try the ledger. So you're gonna get like 100 XRP, then you can request more 100 XRP, that's testnet XRP, which you can play around. And you can use the test network with the Xaman, as I said. You can do it with the ledger, you can do it with the desktop wallets, and with the browser-based wallets, different ones, I'll show you. So, and on BitHomp you can basically try different things with the test money, and then you can do it more confidentially on the LiveNet. So, sending payments is easy, issuing checks, creating trust lines, creating your own tokens, MMs, minting NFTs. You can try it all without affiliated with the money or doing something wrong. So here the wallets we currently support. So I recommend Xaman because it's a future complete wallet and it definitely can do everything. We have also like Crossmark, we have the Gem wallet support. That's a browser-based wallet. Wallet Connect. There are like a few wallets we tested. It is the Bifrost, it's also the Gearing wallet, the guys from Korea, and Uphold wallet, I think it's called. So that's all connected for the Wallet Connect. And there is extension of MetaMask. If you use that, you can do that. The Ledger. Trezor doesn't it only works for payments, so don't use it. But the rest, the most important is Xaman. Yeah, that's everything works there. So yeah, if you have any of these wallets, you can connect, and then you can try different features on the ledger. So the first and simple one, it is the sending transactions. And here on the top you can see you can switch between the networks. So which network you want to try. You can try the testnet, DevNet. You can also do it on the how testnet. That's all works. So you just type the destination address, and we create a pretty nice user interface. So when you just start typing it, it's going to show you the list of different destinations to suggest you which destination you want to choose. So you can type the username, or you can type the service name. It will be a drop down for you to choose with the balances. And also, like if you only type the destination address, we're going to check what currencies it can accept, what tokens accept. So when you see the token list, you're going to see only the list of tokens which the destination can accept. And yeah, you can add the memo and other things. So that's like a simple thing. So issuing the checks. Not so many people do that, but it's fun. And yeah, in Xaman we heard today, maybe they're gonna use that feature. So basically, it's the same as like writing a check and giving it to someone. It's people later can redeem it partly or fully. So you can send it to anyone, like you choose the destination. Yeah, and we have, like if you open the account page, you can also redeem it, and you're going to see all the received checks you have on the website. And it also works on the testnet, the how, as I said before, these checks. Setting a trust line, that's like one of the most common things to do on the ledger. And the simple one, like if you have a token project, your own token you created, you want people to come somewhere so they can easily add a trust line. And we have basically the simple form just for users to come. You can specify the token issuer, you can specify the token code, and the link will be open with your token basically, so people can add a trust line directly to a token with the 7 different wallets that we showed before. That's like a simple form. But we also have an advanced form. That's how the advanced looks like. So that's for the token issuers, so they can specify different parameters, set the name, they can create a token here. It's very simple in XRPL to create tokens basically. You just one account is set in a trust line to another account to trust some token, and then you just send them this token. That's how the tokens are created. So you can just play around, test it on the testnet, and then you can create the real tokens on the mainnet. Very simple. Escrows as well. Also can play around with escrows. And I don't know any other place where you can actually create the conditional escrows with the encrypted condition. That's probably the only one interface you can do it easily. So the escrow, like, you send in the money, but they're locked. They're locked until the time, for example, passed, or they're locked until someone provides the key, like a crypto key, to unlock it. And that's an interesting feature you can use. You can actually lock money sending to yourself. So, like, if you have trouble spending your own XRP and you don't want to spend them until like a few years later, like Ripple, for example, they put it in escrow so everyone can see that they cannot spend it until the time escrow passes, until the time passes. So yeah, it's an easy way, so you can check when it can be cancelled, when it can be locked. Come and try and play around on a testnet with the escrows and think about how you can use it in your own project. Means and NFTs, another fun thing you can do, try on XRPL. We actually support the latest amendments, so you can do even the mutable NFTs, so you can mint mutable NFTs. You can also not just mint it directly in the same transaction. You can create a sell offer and this checkbox, so it's going to be traded right away, NFT. And so we work with XLS20 NFTs on XRPL, and we also work with URI tokens on the HAO. If you want to try that, you can go to the HAO network and try to issue NFTs there. There you can add a digest, set different parameters, just play around, make an URI, check the metadata. And we have the full NFT Explorer where you can see how it was minted and the sell offers were created. You can cancel offers. Yeah, you can do basically lots of things with NFTs. Yeah, that's actually how the Explorer looks for NFTs. So you can search, and you can search by metadata as well. So, for example, we have this field for the name. You can type the name, for example, pizza. You're going to see lots of pizza-related images. Or you can buy like David Schwartz right there, and you're going to see all the NFTs which were issued for the David Schwartz. Or you can just write a cat, and you're going to see NFTs on XRPL related to cat. Yeah, it's very easy and fun, and you can see which one was sold, when they were sold, what the prices were, which one listed for sale. You can buy them right now. Yeah, we have statistics as well, how many buyers, how many sellers. You can see the volumes per week, per month. You can do all the things. So you can mint, you can burn, you can buy, you can sell them, create the offers, you can transfer them. Yeah, it's all possible, and it's all free. And you can connect with different wallets, so just come and play with it. Yeah, that's how statistics looks. So you can have extended statistics with different data, like I said, the volumes, and how many NFTs were traded, the floor price. We can see if it's locked on a marketplace, you can see on which marketplace it is the best price. And if it's not locked, if it's on a ledger directly, you can see it as well. And you can buy it directly on the phone. Yeah, and we have the tabs, like you can see statistics for the marketplaces, for the different tokens, for the issuers, for the brokers. The brokers are mostly marketplaces, but there are some bots as well. Yeah, so another thing you can play around is with creating IML pools. So as you know, on XRPL since 2012 there is a DEX, so it was possible to create orders, like buying and selling, and you can buy and sell with other parties. But right now it's also possible to create a pool, so you can actually earn from the pool as a fees for the exchange. So yeah, you can come and play and try to do like creating a pool, you can deposit, you can withdraw, you can vote for the fees. That's all possible, it's all free again with different wallets. You can easily select the currencies which you want to create a pool for. Yeah. And we show different data for the pools. So for example, you can list only the pools for specific token. If you have a token on XRPL, you can just specify it on the left side, and then here we did it for RLUSD. And here you see all the pools where RLUSD inside of the pair. So one of the currencies in the pair. And yes, you can see different orders as well you can choose. Yeah, another thing like we did recently is the account settings. So you can change lots of different account settings. It's important sometimes if you issue a token, or if you mint an NFTs, you need like NF token mint address, different purposes. Or the simple things like destination tag is required or not in your account, you can set it easily here. If you want to allow incoming XRP, incoming trust lines, deposit authorization, if you just want to play on the testnet, how to make a setup, you can do it all in here on the account settings page. And it's actually read the data from your wallet right away. I'm going to show you all your details on your wallet, what is already set and what the value is, so you can change them on the same page. Yeah, the transfer rate is for token issuers, so the tick size as well, the rippling as well is important. You can change the master key even here if you want to, but be careful. I mean, do it on the testnet first to know what it does, because otherwise you can block your account. Yeah, we actually would like you to know that you can prepare tax experts on BitHub as well. One of the cool features we developed and spent quite a lot of time thinking how to do it, and thanks for Ildar, the main programmer on the backend. So here what we do is we synchronize the data for all the historical transactions on your account. So you can add up to 5 accounts, and then we download all historical transactions for your accounts. We load them, and if you have a lot of token transactions like spending tokens, sending tokens, it's very hard to calculate what was the values for them at that specific point. But we did it all for you. We check the order books for that specific time. We also check the pools for that specific time when transaction took place. And we check the depth of the order book, so we check like how much you would get if you change the specific ledger, the amount you actually transact for. And then we calculated in 40 different fiat currencies historically as well, what the price was. And it's all going to be calculated and presented to you, and then you can easily search through. You can find, for example, the largest fiat transaction you did in any of fiat currencies, like in euros, for example, or the largest XRP transaction you did. Things like that. So it's all your balance changes, and it's split to different lines. So, for example, different balances was changed in your account. And then you can export it to different platforms we integrated, so you can easily do your tax reports. And that's the companies we integrated the tax experts for. If you use one of these, then it's quite easy for you to export from the XRPL transactions and from the how. It also works with the how. Something about the tokens. It's another page we did recently. So it took a lot of time for us to develop that, but finally we're here. So now we check in all the tokens, and we check in all the volumes, and we calculate it, we keep it. So now it's possible to build different historical charts and everything about every token. And yeah, if you have a token and you want to see statistics, like how many users you had, the traders, the buyers and sellers, and what were the volumes for the buy and sell, you can all see it on Bitcoin now. And this is like the button you create a trust line if you want to play around with some tokens. So you can also set a trust line with the wallets we support. And that's kind of statistics what we show. And like the buyers, sellers, how much was minted or how much was burned, how many did burn transactions, how many pools, how many trading pairs, also the price, like what was the price like an hour ago, 7 days ago, things like that. All this data is also available in our API if you build in some projects. So you can use the data from our API. That's what we come to API. So many like NFT projects or IMM projects, they use our data, and we would like to welcome you to search through our APIs and check what data can be useful for you for your project. And we make it easy for everyone, and people sometimes come to us with requests like, we want this data. We always welcome everyone. And we support that, and we develop new API endpoint just for requests. So if you have some data missing, you can come to us and talk to us, and we'll add it. So yeah, we have different data for NFTs, for transactions, for pools. It's all available, and you can register a key. It's automatically, you're going to receive the key for the API, and then you're going to see all the statistics in the dashboard, like how many calls you do, what kind of calls you do, from what sources. So you have the full dashboard for builders. Yeah, we also have an image processor on the BitHome. So first of all, we start doing it because of the NFTs. We download the images from APKs and we resize them, we cache them, we make it fast and easy accessible. We also do the same with videos, NFTs. We do it like 15 seconds, short videos. And all this data available for your own project. If you build like an NFT marketplace or something, you can use our cached and fast images, so you don't need to build servers to work with the PFS, load and cache them. We already done it for you. You can just come and download fast and easy small images, like small ones, all the bigger ones, so different sizes as well for your purposes. And we did the same for accounts, so account images. If you want to show in your beautiful UI app the images for all the accounts, you can easily get the images from us, and it's going to be nice for your user interface. And we also do the same for token images, as recently we started to collect the data from the tokens files, so now you can get all the images for the tokens as well. And it's easy integrated as just these two lines. It's just the image, and then you have a link with the issue address and the token currency code, and that's it. And if you don't like that, there is the cdn.bithome.com. I think for 10 euros per month you can make it on your own domain, so no one will know that you use our images even. So for the projects, very easy to start create new UIs. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and we welcome you to interact with XRPL. Any questions, please reach out to our team. Thank you.
Yeah, does anyone have any questions for Slav? Any questions?
If I have a token and I want to put my token change my icon, do I have to contact you? Is it automatically? Do I have to upload it? How does it work?
Okay, so just to reiterate that, if you have a token, do I need to contact Slav?
Yeah. So actually, depends, but usually no. We have thousands of tokens and all of them have images automatically. So how it is done? On XRPL you can verify the domain, and we have the service for that to verify domains involved in our website. You can go there and you're going to get the information about how to create a TOML file. And if you create a TOML file on your website, and in that TOML file you specify your currency details and also the APFS image or just the image link for your token, then it's just going to fetch it automatically. And it's going to show up on BitHome automatically, and then it's going to show up on many other websites which use our API and our images. So as soon as you just set it up all correctly, I mean, it's nothing to do with BitHome, it's a decentralized thing to do TOML files. Easy to read. Anyone else have any questions? All right.
A quick question. Can a DAO be set up practically with your tools? Is it possible?
Not on XRPL, because there is no smart contracts in XRPL yet, but on the how you can do with hooks many things.
Okay, good.
So, yeah, but we don't have any tools on BitHome to do something with smart contracts yet. Yeah. All right, thanks a lot.
Inspiring, thank you. So we're going to take a short break, toilet break, tea and coffee, croissants out there, and to our listeners listening live, I'm going to pause the stream for now, and we'll be back in about 20 minutes.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Let me just switch this off for now.